Shapiro. David is a DUI lawyer in San Diego, California, and has agreed to answer some online questions. This question was specifically related to how you can find the best DUI lawyer that also still offers payment plans. With that said, David, here's the exact question Milton posted. I'm facing a DUI charge. I want to hire a top-rated DUI defense attorney in San Diego, but I need time to pay the fee. Can you suggest how I can go about finding a lawyer who will work with me on payments?
Well, Milton, the first issue is as far as taking a case for payment plans. In my experience is that most attorneys will, particularly most DUI lawyers will in San Diego, be flexible within reason to take your case on a payment plan with a certain amount of money down, and the majority of payments obviously being before the case is anticipated to resolve. But I think the real meat of your question focuses on how to find a top-notch or a highly rated criminal defense attorney who handles enough DUI cases where you feel confident in your decision. And I think what you need to do is, like anything else, before making a decision, you need to put in your time and do your preliminary research to whittle down your choices from the hundreds, and I mean hundreds, of people who may do DUIs or may claim they are qualified and competent DUI attorneys in San Diego County. In reality, there's certainly not hundreds. There's probably maybe only about 20, if that, who really know what they're doing and who really will represent you the right way. So what you want to do is be able to whittle out those people, and like anything else in life, you look at, well, is this person's website outdated? Does this person have a picture from 30 years ago? Why are they not on top of that type of stuff? Because if they're not on top of their own business, what makes you think they're going to be on top of your case? You know what I mean? The other issue is you want to look at reviews. Now, reviews should not be the end-all be-all, but reviews are written, or at least they should be written, by former clients. And a good place to distinguish that from other websites where anyone can write a review would be to look at something like Avo. What type of reviews does that person have from actual clients, people who actually were in court or actually had a case where that attorney represented them? That's important to look at, but that shouldn't be basically where everything ends. You want to look at that attorney's experience. How many times have they handled similar type situations? How many times have they gone to court for DUIs? How many times have they gone to trial for DUIs? And you want to ask them, hey, how familiar are you with the experts in town? How familiar are you with possible law enforcement experts, particularly forensic toxicologists that we may be going up against here in San Diego County if the case ultimately proceeds to trial? How up are you on the new DUI laws, and what recent trainings have you gone to? As I've said previously, this is not really to be sent to your prospective attorneys that you're interviewing in form of a questionnaire where you demand the answers, but something that the attorney themselves may want to talk about, or something that if they don't want to talk about during their consultation with you, at the very least, it should be readily available to be found on their website and in the materials that they may have provided to you prior to your meeting coming in. So you want to make sure that you have all those baselines set, and then you want to make sure you go with an attorney or an office who you feel comfortable with, who has a system in place on how they're going to be communicating with you, how you're going to be communicating with them. A lot of times on misdemeanor DUIs, you don't need to go to court. So if you're not in court, who's in court on your behalf? The only person is your attorney. And if you don't feel comfortable, that person knows what they're doing, and that person can handle themselves both professionally, ethically, and personally, you shouldn't go with that attorney. There are a lot of people out there who are going to be really the only representative of you to the prosecution, the only representative of you to the court. And if they're not dressed appropriately, if they have hygiene issues, if they have foul language issues, all those types of things could all factor into how your case is going to turn out, because a lot of times the attorney who you hire is a reflection of you. If you hire a clown and that clown goes into court for you, you are going to be viewed differently than if you hire someone who's professional, who has good working relationships with attorneys moving forward on both sides, prosecution and fellow defense attorneys, who has good working relationships with judges as well as court staff. If you don't, it's a decision that could be costly. So take your time, do your research, ask questions, avail yourself of the resources that a lot of websites have. These attorneys' websites should have free resources, information where you can make an informed decision moving forward, and I think you'll be okay.
Excellent. Well, if you have any other questions for David, just post them in the comment section below. Thanks for the complete answer, Dave.
My pleasure. And I can be reached personally at 619-295-3555.